Yeah, so hacking space is really, to sort of, I guess, back up with Institute for the Future, a lot of what they look at is signals that sort of exist today, maybe only in small quantities, that might actually be signals to larger movements or things taking place. And so hacking space exploration was definitely one where we're starting to see not only the commercial space sector beginning to pick up, but we're also seeing people beginning really to start their own space organizations. Some are commercial, some are not commercial. You're beginning to see individuals getting into space exploration, not only because the cost of space exploration is coming down, but I think there is just a general trend of people feeling empowered to actually participate and contribute to space exploration, where before maybe there wasn't as much of that feeling. Yeah, so with Science Hack Day, it's just this really great event around just getting people together to get excited and make things with science. So it's not really necessarily about making serious things, although it can be. It's really just about, making things that you would get excited about doing, playing with particle physics. The main purpose of it is really around lowering the barrier to entry to participate in science, making people feel that science is just another material like anything else that they can consider manipulating or playing with. It's just another fabric to work with. And equally, it's getting scientists to realize that by actually having people with different disciplines and different viewpoints contributing and participating and collaborating with them, that a lot of times new insights or new sort of epiphanies can emerge that really help science for the better. So ultimately, it's about having fun and sort of seeing where unexpected collisions sort of occur socially. And in terms of citizen science, there's definitely a huge boom in it now. A lot of citizen science projects and programs. And I think it's also interesting because citizen science is becoming something already that you can't narrowly define, that there's a lot of different definitions of what it is, and people have different viewpoints. For me, it's really just about getting people from a variety of different backgrounds to just feel like science is something they could work with. To me, it's more about accessibility and having fun and just kind of playing with things. And for other people, it's more of a more regimented sort of thing. And I think that's kind of great. The fact that there isn't anymore an agreement about what citizen science is. It really shows that it's becoming a larger and larger sort of movement in a sense.
Do you participate in Zooniverse or any of those projects, collaborative projects?
I have when I have time. A hack is definitely, essentially, it's a modification of something for a purpose it wasn't originally intended for. And so obviously with hacking, you can do something in a negative way or you can do it in a positive way. That's a modification. And I think with the idea of mashups, it's combining two things that otherwise might not make sense. So combining, a simple example would be combining subatomic particle collisions with sounds so that you could hear what these very tiny collisions sound like. That hack went on to sort of be considered as kind of an augmented diagnostic tool for particle accelerator laboratories. So if you were at an accelerator laboratory, you could see on the screen how the accelerator is doing, but you could also get used to how the accelerator sounds and begin to get used to if something sounds a bit off. So you could sort of better diagnose it by using your different senses to sort of get this different type of data. Getting people to feel comfortable and realize that they can throw out ideas and they're not stupid, is actually a big win. Not to be too cheesy, but it really is about empowering people, not just engaging them and saying, here, listen to this, but actually empowering them to feel like they can do things that previously they didn't think that they could do. I definitely have people say, okay, I want to make a science hack day in my city. Can you help me? To which the answer is, of course, yes. I think also some people do actually find that they want to change their career. Much like myself a few years ago, I'm giving them what someone gave me, which is the realization that, I could work at NASA or I could do something in space exploration in a real way. So I definitely get a lot of questions about, based on people's location, how they can get involved in space exploration. So the huge benefit I have with the IdeaFestival is I can be like, well, there's Kentucky space. So a lot of the questions I get ultimately are about collaboration and how to get started. The way I heard how IdeaFestival is, I expect there'll be a lot of questions.